Allen Settlement Region. As we gather here today, let us remember the significance of this land to the Witchen people and commit to working towards a respectful and collaborative relationship with all Indigenous peoples. Thank you. Before I go any further, I'd like to acknowledge that this is the last meeting for our Director of Economic Development and Tourism, Charlotte. So I'd like to thank her for the service she's given to the town while she's been here. We'll definitely replace your position, but we won't replace you. Good luck in your new job. Thank you.
Thanks, Charlotte.
Item number 2, adoption of the agenda. We do have an added 9.3. Could I have a mover and a seconder, please? Councillor Devlin, Councillor Alexis. Any discussion? All those in favor? Carried. Item 3, declaration of conflict of interest or pecuniary interest. Anyone? 4, delegations, presentations, or petitions. We had the RCMP report on Monday night and the delegation or presentation by IRC. Item 5, public question period. Nothing. Item 6, adoption of the minutes of the July 22nd and 24th, 2024 council meetings. A mover and a seconder, Councillor Merrill, Councillor Harder. Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion's carried. Item 7, the action items list. Any comments? None. 8.1, request for a reduction in development fees from the Inuvik Regional Corporation. I'd like to suggest we defer the decision to the next meeting and deal with this in camera at the end of this meeting. Does council approve of that? Councillor Merrill?
I'll make that motion.
Do I have a seconder? Councillor Wayman, all in favor? Carried. So we'll deal with that in camera. Excuse me. 8.2. Cancellation of council meetings, swearing in ceremony for new council. The motion is be it resolved, the Inuvik Town Council hereby cancels the October 7th and October 21st, 2024 Committee of the Whole meetings and the October 23rd, 2024 regular council. Did I get a mover and a seconder? Councillor Merrill and Councillor Alexis. Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion's carried. Excuse me. 8.3, final operating and capital budget for 2024. 2024 operating and capital budget has been prepared at a 1.5% increase in tax. The motion will be it resolved, the Inuvik Town Council hereby approves the town of Inuvik 2024 operating and capital budget as presented. I need a mover and a seconder. Councillor Devlin, Councillor Harder. Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion's carried. Thank you very much. 8.4, Curling Club requests to hold a super mega bingo. The recommendation, motion is be resolved, the Inuvik Town Council hereby approves amending the terms of the Inuvik Curling Club's lottery license for September 7th, 2024 bingo as follows. 1, increasing the jackpot card prize to $100,000. 2, setting the price of jackpot cards at $40 each. And 3, increasing the prize amount for the half black of jackpot card to $4,000. No other type of lottery except for an approved Nevada license during the selling of the cards or during the actual media bingo games will be permitted. I need a mover and a seconder. Counselor Wainman and Counselor Merrill. Any discussion? Counselor Wainman.
We talked about, well, we've approved bingos like this with the Coast Guard before. We've done this before. And this curling club and the outcome of the curling club lately and the young people involved in this is amazing. We could have people in the Briar soon enough, really put our support in those people. Nick's been doing a great job training youth in curling. He's brought it a long ways. I think we really should support this. Like I said, the curling teams that he's got, they're winning games. The coaching is amazing. The support of the community is amazing. I mean, one day I think we're gonna see some young ladies in a Briar Cup here, or at least up to the top 10 or less, hopefully number one. I think we should try and support them all we can. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Counselor Devlin.
I too think that the curling club's an excellent resource in our community and has done a tremendous job over the last number of years. They've also done a tremendous job of fundraising. They have some great programs on fundraising. I know I'm personally a sponsor, my company is, of this curling club, and they've done a great job with it. My concern, is that it's the first week of school when he's proposing. And first week of school, kids are going back, parents have extra costs, in clothing and some school supplies, certainly in lunches, and food. As I said on Monday night, we're a town of 3,500, and this is $100,000 bingo, which works out to about $30 a person. If you extrapolated that to a place like Toronto, you'd be looking at $150 million top prize. If we really got technical here. We are a small community. And as I said on Monday, I think that we're not in the greatest shape right now overall. Our utilities costs, as we know, are super high. Our food costs are super high. And as a private club, the curling club does get quite a bit from our community. And like I said, does a great job on being able to fundraise on their own. I am concerned about the social implications of having $100,000 bingo. And as I said on Monday night, you can have 2,000, 3,000 players in a bingo, but only 2 or 3 of them are actually going to win. That means that there's going to be 2,000 or 3,000 people that didn't win, that blew all their money for their shopping and their groceries and their kids at the first week of school, not to win. And I just think that we have a responsibility as a council to say, you know what, $50,000 bingo for our little small community is a pretty nice payday for anybody. And will raise considerable money for the curling club as we've seen in the past. So, my 2 cents. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other comments? Counselor Merrill?
I appreciate what Councillor Devlin's saying. At the same time, I think we need to let people make their own decision around this if they want to play bingo or not.
Any other comments? Counselor Wainman.
It's not only the bingo and the whatever you want to call it, gambling, whatever you want to call it, but the financial implications to the community with bringing an event like this is also good for the community. Whether people buy 1 card or 10 cards, that's their own decision. But I think it's a good thing for the community for financial, you got all the communities are going to show up. You're going to have even the voters who come from McLeod, from Cardi Creed, McPherson. It brings us all together, and it brings also financial things to Inuvik. And on top of supporting these youth, I'm just really a good supporter of the curling club and any northern sports in our small town. So, thank you.
Any further comments? Seeing none. All those in favor? Opposed? Motion's carried. Bylaws 9.1, a bylaw to appoint a senior administrative officer. We seem to be having a hard time with English here. Obviously, we're hiring Cynthia Palaya. Did you get it right this time? Okay. So be resolved, the Inuvik Town Council hereby gives first reading to bylaw 2738/APP/24. a bylaw to appoint a senior administrative officer. Gotta get a mover and a seconder. Counselor Merrill, Counselor Wademan. Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion's carried. Second reading, same bylaw. I need a mover and a seconder. Counselor Harder and Counselor Day. Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion's carried. 9.2, bylaw 2739/LND/24, sale of land, 18 King Road. The motion is, be it resolved, that Inuvik Town Council hereby gives first reading to bylaw 2739/LND/24, a bylaw to dispose of real property by way of sale. Gotta get a mover and a seconder. Counselor Harder and Counselor Devlin. Any discussion? All those in favor? Carried. Second reading, same bylaw, a mover and a seconder. Counselor Merrill and Counselor Alexis. Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion's carried. 9.3 is the annual tax billing bylaw. Again, reflecting the 1.5%. This also mentions the education mill rate, which is 2.91 mils. The motion is, be it resolved, the Inuvik Town Council hereby gives first reading to bylaw 2740/tax/24. The 2024 annual tax billing bylaw, a mover and a seconder. Counselor Devlin and Counselor Merrill. Any discussion? All those in favor? Motion's carried. Second reading, same bylaw, mover and a seconder. Counselor Harder and Counselor Day. Discussion? All those in favor? Motion's carried. We have no department updates tonight. Information items, 11.1 strategic priorities chart. Any comments? None. 11.2, we had an update on the pool on Monday night. There's no extra information. 11.3, we had the update on the community plan and zoning bylaw. 11.4 was the update on Brainett Road. 11.5 was an update on the bear fence, and 11.6 was the mud bogs update. Any questions? None. Item 12, council concerns. Any concerns tonight? Thank you. I need a motion to go in camera. Counselor Merrill and Counselor Alexis, all in favor? Motion's carried.